Am I the asshole for not telling my best friend her boyfriend has an STD? Don't judge dude just yet. Give it a second. Before you judge me, I've been an EMT for many years. I have a friend who is a female, and she has a new boyfriend. I met him a few times when I was on duty. I got called to a car accident. The patient turned out to be her boyfriend. He wasn't injured badly, but still we went to the ER. While I was asking him routine questions, he mentioned that he was taking medication for an STD and asked me not to tell my friend. I said, of course, because I'm not allowed to disclose a patient's medical information without consent. But in the back of my mind, I thought, what the hell? I should tell her. Still, if I did, I could get into a lot of trouble and possibly lose my job and my EMT license. A week later, my friend's phone was blowing up because she found out that he had an STD. Somehow she knew, I knew, and called me an asshole for not telling her, insisting I should have told her right away. I told her she was stupid for making that comment. Her boyfriend, now ex, called and asked me if I told her, and he said I didn't. And I have messages of her getting mad at me for not telling her and showed him. I sent it to him, and then he finally apologized to me and said he wasn't going to file a complaint. I called letting her know what happened, and instead of taking a step back and thinking, she told our friend group how I didn't tell because of some type of bro code, and all of the girls were on her side. Of course they were. When the guys split up, it's always our fault. I was told that I should have told her when I knew to warn her, and what I did was harmful and that I shouldn't be trusted around girls, and they called me an asshole. I said HIPAA is a thing, and it could ruin my career if I got reported. One of the friends in the group is a nurse, and now I kind of have a bad feeling about her since she's telling me to go against HIPAA for a friendship. So I guess a nurse in there was saying he should have violated the HIPAA. Ugh. She works in the ER that her boyfriend was taken to, and I think it was her that told, I guess, the mutual friend. My girlfriend also called me an asshole, saying that I'm a horrible excuse of an EMT because my job is to help people and not keeping horrible secrets from a friend. So Reddit, will you please let me know if I'm the asshole? Man, that was a lot of words to get through. Golly.
Struggle bus.
Struggle
right there,
bus. Huh? Struggle bus. Oh, what do you think about it?
That story is hella funny just for the simple fact that it's like the assumption of people that don't really freaking have an understanding of the repercussions of breaking like a serious established rule in the medical industry.
Get sued, lose his job that he went to school for how long for?
Yeah.
Trying to find a job, especially in today's day and age.
You should have told me based on our friendship. And it's like, okay, like I get that, but it's, you know, patient confidentiality is a huge thing, and you can get in serious trouble, as you said, sued and stuff like that. Like, you know, one, what was the STD? Two, she found out anyway, regardless. So it's like, you know,
yeah, he had to weigh that. You know, if it's a little like, oh, chlamydia. Yeah, it would suck.
He said he was taking prescription for
medication.
Like, I don't know
he could have been taking
like,
an antibiotic.
Yeah, they didn't really. I don't think they really explained length of time or like ongoing prescription, whatever it may be. But still, though, like
who knows?
You know, for people to be like, you should have told her. It's like, nah, man. Like,
I mean, maybe he could have dropped a subtle hint, like, hey, just so you know, your boyfriend might have some baggage. Nothing. Yeah, not that they're bad or can't keep secrets. It's just that maybe they, in the heat of the moment or something, she would have been like, he told me, and you know, it could have got.
Well, the dude instantly called old boy and accused him of telling her. Like,
oh gosh,
that right there, and it's that in itself is enough of a reason to, you know, solidify not saying anything for that fact. Because if he did say something and that dude found out about it, instantly calling his work, filing a complaint. HR is going to have to get involved because it's an ethics violation and a breach of code of conduct. And that whole like, come on, like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you started looking at the comments. They're like, I wouldn't risk my career over someone else's secrets. Possible civil lawsuit, terminations and fines.
Yeah.
You know, like
it would be understandable maybe since he was in that situation with that other dude to go step forward, be like, listen, I'm not going to say anything, but you need to say something. If she doesn't know, you need to say something, you know, and put that stress on there. And especially if the girl's like a really good friend, but ultimately,
not just that, he could have sat old boy down because I've heard stories of people
Well, that's what I'm
suing
saying.
other
Like,
people that they have gotten STD from their partner, then they didn't say nothing, and then turn around and having to pay, like, financially pay them and shit. You know, that's crazy.
yeah,
It says right here,
yeah.
the guy who wrote in wouldn't be able to just get
Mhm.
another job as an EMT, which requires months and months of training. And if they violated the HIP Act, nobody's going to hire them. You
Well,
know,
if he lost his license, or I don't know much about EMT, but I
yeah, I
have
don't either.
coworkers that are in the program and stuff like that. And I mean,
I want to know
you
what
know, some
what
people are
STD
making that
is, though.
transition.
Like,
What's
I
that?
wish I knew what STD it was, just so I could, like, you know, they're all bad, but like, what'd you have, homie? Like, did you have HIV, AIDS? Like, that's nutty, you know? Like, if it,
Well, if you're taking an ongoing
let me ask you this:
medication,
if he
you
had
know,
AIDS, would you tell your friend? I mean, something like that serious? That's life. I mean,
that's
that's life threatening. That's
well, that's the thing.
crazy.
Like,
You know,
some states have laws against against withholding that kind of information, where
from your
if you're
partner. Oh
not
no, yeah,
forthcoming,
yeah,
yeah, if
yeah.
you're not
That's what I was saying.
forthcoming with that information, you can be sued. You need to tell
Can
them,
they get?
you need to be forthcoming with your medical situation, especially if it has long-term or indefinite, like, repercussions.
I would like to
And
ask Google and see what, like, if they could actually file criminal charges against somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like negligence and something. I forget what it is, but
that's
uh,
crazy, though, man.
yeah. Well, I
If
mean,
it was me personally, if it was like a life-threatening thing, then I think I would tell. And once again, is it a childhood friend of 20 years? Is it, you know, that makes it, no, she's just a part of a friend group. Is it, but
I
do I got
if it
kids and
was
a
like
family I'm
AIDS
taking
or
care of?
something, if it was AIDS or something, I would probably go to, like,
Yeah.
in-house superiors and
Yeah.
be, listen, my friend, I found out, blah blah blah.
What do we
But we don't.
do
I
in
don't
this
think it was that
situation?
serious.
I just, like, I'd go talk to the supervisor and be like, what do we do in this situation? You know, like, this dude's definitely with one of my
Yeah,
friends.
because there's a
He has this.
personal
He has not
connection there, and
disclosed
if they're
this,
not,
and I feel that I
yeah,
need to protect my friend or something. How can I go about it? Is it, you know, maybe there is some stuff that they didn't know. And,
yeah,
but who knows? I mean, that's crazy, though. I mean, it's probably something dumb like chlamydia or fucking herp or something, you know? You got the herp? Homie
something.
got the herp.
Z-
Yeah, can I hit that?
Oh my God, no, you can't taste,
What
bro.
was that movie?
Back up.
Van Wilder when they're smoking that J. and,
Oh,
and he's like trying to passing it back and forth in front of homie's face. He had a big old the no,
not happening.
no.
Yeah, man. That whole situation is kind of crazy, though. Like, definitely, dude's not in the wrong. Obviously, he's not. He's not the asshole. He's not in the wrong for
Yeah,
not for not jeopardizing his
I
career,
don't think so either.
his future, his efforts that he put into this whole situation, or his career path up to this point. Like, that's the dynamic of the job, and things you
Yeah,
have to
and
do.
some of the
But
comments
in
in
no
here
way, shape, or form is he
flip
the
it back
asshole.
on her. It's like everybody here that says this guy's an asshole, if she felt that information was so valuable, she should have asked him about his status and got tested together before she gave up the cooter.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
100%. Nowadays,
You
girls, take care of
you got to
yourself,
take
guys.
ownership. You got to do your due
Don't matter how
diligence. You
pretty
can't
she
just
is.
trust
Don't
people
matter. That
on
stuff
face
stay with you for
value.
life, homie. Go wrap it, bag it. Even if you bag it nowadays, stuff be jumping the burn. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
man. Nah, man.
Stay safe.
Well,
You
I
know,
mean,
gotta get that. Wrap
there's a
it
lot of
up.
stuff going on these days where people
And
are more
this is not a
promiscuous.
paid
People aren't in
promotion, but
long-term relationships as much.
you gotta get that Trojan. That Trojan will protect you. The Magnum. Well, the Magnum's not for everybody, but
It's not for you either, bro.
hey, they don't know that.
Shit. Bro. Oh my God.
Call me Snuffleupagus. I throw it on my shoulder. Tie it in a bow.
The foreskin fiasco.
Oh yeah.
That's god awful. But yeah. All right. Well, let's get into mine. This one's a little interesting. Just because it's another "Am I the asshole?" I broke up with my girl for maintaining a relationship with a guy friend, and off top, like, you know, like, my girl can have guy friends. She has close guy friends. Like,
How close?
that don't bother me. But
Can they call
but
anytime in the night?
can't. Hell no.
Could you stay the night at their house?
Hell no. What?
Could you stay the night over at their pad? Like, hey, we're over here chilling. I'm just gonna crash.
Bro.
I've been drinking. I'm gonna crash here.
I will come get you.
Li-
I will come get you.
Listen, we talked about this before. Guys don't want to be friends with girls. They have one thing on their mind. I don't care what they say. We've known them all. How many guys have you known that secretly like, oh, I'm just her friend, and then they're like, oh,
We talked about this
Yeah.
in a previous video. They got their ticket and they're in the waiting lobby waiting for their number to be called. And
that's it.
if they're not waiting for their number to be called, harsh reality, they're probably not interested in the woman that way, and that's few and far between sometimes.
Yeah, and if you're sitting there watching this with your girl that's a friend next to you, and you're like, oh no, not me. Yes, you be a man. Just tell it.
Dear God. Okay. So this story starts off. My now ex-girlfriend has a guy friend that she's been texting for a long time, even before we got together. I'm 29 male. She's 25 female. I guess they were friends when she lived in Florida a few years ago, and they kept in contact after she left. Okay, no problem there. I'm not the jealous type, and I told her I don't mind as long as this was just a friends thing. She was very upfront about this ongoing relationship with this dude when we first started dating, but I caught some red flags along the way. She would text this guy all the time, every day. If she didn't answer for an extended period of time, he would pretty much blow up her phone. All I'd hear is ding, 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 and see Jason come across her screen. I've never been the type to go through my significant other's phone, spy on their socials, etc. All right. I've always figured if there's little trust, it's probably not the right relationship. Fast forward 6 months later, and now he's calling her for like an hour every night. Wants to FaceTime her on her days off. And I communicated that this... What?
Just want to tell you good night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I communicated that this behavior is weird and is not cool with me. Respectfully so. Okay. This dude is in love with her. I'm a firefighter, so I'm gone a few nights a week because of my job. And I've asked her to maintain a social life because I think that's healthy.
Very healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy. If you're with somebody, they shouldn't have to give up their social life or things that they like doing within reason.
Or their video games. Story we have on another video. Go check it out.
Yeah. But I've also told her she needs to end this ongoing thing with this dude if she's going to continue to be in a relationship with him.
Or at least dial it back.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's impeding on like comfort zone,
if it's interfering, and or just sit down and be like, hey, man, or he could talk to him, hey, man, I just don't appreciate you. I know you guys are friends, and I don't mind you guys being friends, but you texting her every night, calling every night,
calling every night, FaceTiming all the time.
That's just a little disrespectful to me. Is how I view relationships. So if we can change something, just put down some ground rules.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's boundaries, healthy relationship boundaries.
But I get from the way the story's going, I guarantee you, old boy would have been hella disgruntled about it.
Okay, so the I lost my shit point finally happened last week when I found out she met up with him on a work trip to the same state he lived in and didn't tell me. I had to find out from a friend's girlfriend who saw a picture of them together on Instagram account I didn't even know she had. I put all of her stuff into boxes, and she's been staying with me since her parents kicked her out, and I confronted her about it when she got home from work. She told me I'm overreacting, being a control freak, and what she does with her friends is none of my business. I told her to get out of my apartment and have a nice life. Now she's calling me every day and leaving voicemails, apologizing profusely for what happened, saying she was out of line and wants to talk. But I'm just done with the situation. I feel bad about kicking her out with zero notice because I know she has nowhere to go, but I'm pretty sure she's couch surfing somewhere.
Not your problem anymore,
and
homie.
One of my friends... What?
I said, not your problem anymore, homie.
Yeah. And one of my friends that's a girl told me I handled the situation inappropriately. Am I the asshole? I don't think he's the asshole.
I don't either.
Like, if you're in a relationship with somebody, when does a friendship with a person of the opposite sex is more important than the relationship you're trying to build and establish? And that friendship is making the person you're with uncomfortable. You know, you should evaluate, you should set healthy boundaries. Like this dude says, this man is calling her every night, trying to FaceTime. Like if I'm sitting on the couch and my girl's FaceTiming another dude, I'm like, you know, if it's her brother, cool.
Or if it's
even
out
if
of
it's
the
a childhood best
yeah, but if it's a
friend,
childhood
that's
best friend and
still
they ain't talked in like 3 months and you just randomly FaceTime, you're not gonna get mad at that. You'll be like, "Hey," or
yeah.
and she's like, "Jeremy, say hi. Look, he called me." But
But if it's
that's a
all the
different
time,
situation.
if
That if
yeah,
it's all the
well, if
time,
it's
that's the thing you
if
said,
it's all the
boundaries.
time, it's a problem, especially if he's getting if that person, man or woman, is getting to that point where like, oh, you're not responding to me, blowing it up, blowing it up, blowing it
Oh
up, ding,
no,
ding, ding,
yeah.
as he said, like her notifications are going off. It's like, bro, like my girl shouldn't have an obligation to anyone to that capacity that she needs to jump for that phone call, that FaceTime, that message. Like you know, hey, they should know that she's in a relationship or he's in a relationship with somebody else, and that's their first obligation. It's not to comfort this person. Like
No, yeah,
it's just
for
not like,
sure.
especially when you're living with somebody and it seems like
And that's the
it's a
thing though,
serious
is like
relationship.
she said, you don't get to like dictate what I do with my friends and this and that and stuff. But they're not just casually dating; they're living together. That's the next
Yeah.
step in a
Yeah. Well,
relationship. So,
I will acknowledge the fact too that, the dude said he's 29 and the girl is 25. I've always preached this all the time to people. Like in your 20s, you're finding out who you want to be for your 30s and the rest of your life. And in your 30s, you're refining that person, which is, it's my personal thought. It's not exactly set in stone, but in your 20s, you're not trying to compromise a lot. And
what stone would it be set in?
what do you mean?
You said it would be set in stone. I was just curious what stone it would be set in.
Oh, you're stupid. That don't even make sense. uh, well, I mean, with her saying what she does with her friends is none of his business. It's like you're in a relationship with this person. That's all his business.
Yeah.
Like if you're out drinking, I don't necessarily need to know who you're with, but I need to know that the people you were with have your best interests. They're not going to put you in a situation where you might get hurt, arrested, anything like that. Like if my girlfriend goes out drinking with her friends, I'm like, if you need a ride home, if you are too drunk to drive, call me. I will come get you. It doesn't matter. Like
I've done that many times for my wife. It just because we got married so young and we went through our 20s together, but there was times where she was out at a party or something, or I was working, and me and we've never been jealous of each other, so I got lucky there. Like we've never gave each other a reason or anything like that. But there's times where it's okay for her to go have fun. It's okay for her to do this. Yeah, I might be a little irritated that I gotta go at 1, 2 in the morning to go pick her up because she overdrank. But I'd rather do that as a man. You want to protect, you want to provide, you want to make sure everybody's safe. So of course, call me.
Yeah.
I'm coming to get you. No matter where you're at, no matter what time it is, I'm coming to get you.
Well, if people are going out and drinking in that kind of setting, like that's not necessarily this, but it's people are getting inebriated. Things happen.
Yeah.
But with this, like this dude's a long distance. He lives in a different state, and he's blowing her up, calling her this, and that, and it seems like she's reciprocating that behavior through her availability for him, which is a red flag in its own. As I say, you have to an adult will set healthy relationship boundaries and dynamics to preserve the relationship, but not only that, preserve their emotional and mental state in that relationship. Because if I express like, hey, I don't like this and I don't want this happening in a relationship I am in, and they disregard that, then that just shows me that they don't respect me. That's really what it boils down. You don't respect my emotional comforts without being controlling. It's not like you can't have male friends, you can't have this. It's
let me ask you this.
Don't be sitting on your homie's lap in front of me. Like that stuff ain't cool.
There'll be girls out there watching and be like, yeah, she can have friends, she could do what she wants. What happens if the situation was reversed? You had some chick calling your man all hours of the night, FaceTiming, doing all, you would not be having it. I don't care who you are.
We know those stories are out there just from all the Reddit posts. We like the girl bestie, those things are all like,
come on now, guys.
Emotions are emotions, and we all have them. We're only human and stuff.
Snapchat. She just Snapchatted me a picture of her out eating. We're friends. You okay? And that all circles back around to guys don't have girls that are friends unless they want one thing.
So here you go. Here's a quick story. So I had a guy at work tell my girl, when she was there one time, he saw her and he was like, "How do you feel about Jeremy being up till like 12 at night gaming with another girl?" Because we were playing like, I think we're repo and stuff like that, like friend slop on Steam. And she came home and told me about this. And I was like, what?
Oh, dude,
And
dude wants your girl. Did you beat his ass? Slap him, punch him to
no,
something?
no, I didn't say nothing to the dude.
Oh
Like,
man, you should
he's a kid. He's many years younger than I am and stuff. So I'm just like, whatever.
yeah.
But I laughed because I was like, one, she knows this girl. Two, this girl is like half my age.
He hella tried to throw
Almost.
you under the bus though, didn't he? Like, how
Well,
do you feel about him
people do the
gaming?
weirdest
I
stuff.
know, I
But
know.
what he left out, the whole point of the story was what he left out was the simple fact that it wasn't her and I on there just gaming together late at night. There was about 6 of us, and the other 5 people
Yeah,
or 4 people was other dudes from my work, and I think one of them was him
yeah,
too. I don't think he heard about it. He was there as well. And so it was like that's kind of silly because one, like, I don't ever go out and go to the bars. Like, that's not like,
yeah,
I was a bartender all through my 20s. Like,
yeah,
I don't want, like, I don't have a desire to go out and be in social settings like that. Just be like, I need to go out to the bar and get it out of my
yeah,
system. Like, nah, I'm
yeah,
not like
yeah.
that. And so, plus I deal with people and quantity every day. So the last thing I really want for
Yeah, but
myself is to be shoulder
yeah,
to shoulder
every
with people in the evening time.
everybody's different. You know, these guys are in their 20s. They're still partying and stuff. And me and you well partied into our early 30s and stuff. But yeah, I get
Yeah.
you. I get you. And I think I get this guy totally had every right in the world to just let it go and move on. It, it really depends too. I mean, there's so much with these stories that we read, you know, that we just have to speculate on, and they're funny, but just in the way she reacts when he's like, "Hey, I don't like this," or "Hey, this is
Yeah,
bothering
of
me." I
course,
mean,
of
that
course.
is a huge in itself. That could be the turning point itself. She blows up, yells, screams, and then the fight, and then it could all end just with something like that. Other than her saying, "Okay, I understand how you feel. Let's what can we do to make it better? I really value this friendship I have, but of course our relationship is more important. Is there a way that would make you happy? Can me and him either we set times like, hey, don't call me after 5, or I'm just saying, not it doesn't have to be so black and white,
Yeah.
but that
I really
reaction
wish
is a
this,
huge portion of it.
yeah, no, for sure. I really wish this dude specified the full length of time him and his girl have been together, not like fast forward 6 months
Yeah,
from the, where he's at. I mean, because that will tell you a lot as well about like the relationship dynamic. If they were only together for a year and this is going on, and then like 6 months later, he's like maybe a year and a half, a little bit shy of a year and a half in this relationship, and he's like, nah, I'm done. Like, that's perfectly understandable. Like, you're a relationship is an emotional union between two people. There's no obligation to deal with stuff that you really find is not your speed. Like, that's not for me. Like, and you don't have to put up with it no matter what age, no matter the relationship, no matter
yeah,
their financial or emotional state. It's like, all, I'm not going to sit here and sacrifice every ounce of emotional and mental well-being of myself to compensate for this person's lack of understanding. That no one should have to do that in any way, shape, or
yeah. I
form,
feel you. Cool.
especially in a short-term relationship in your 20s.
Yeah,
Like, heck no.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely something a lot of people go through, though. I mean, we hear the same thing
Oh, yeah,
over and
hell yeah.
over. But
Hell yeah.
guys, be careful with just having girls as friends. Girls, be wary.